Alright, before Ben gets murdered, I'm gonna roll straight into a recap. Last time, the party successfully destroyed the Elder Brain tank, and stripped of his protection, Xerxes became vulnerable, and was eventually defeated. Piper, unpetrified by Stix, landing the finishing blow. The party then came together, everyone helping to carve open the corpse and successfully harvest the essence from within. However, after this victory, the party became fractured, because during the fight, when Piper became petrified, Belanoff had escaped, releasing his possession of Piper and endeavouring to help the party. That brief moment of heroism was short-lived for the Fiend when he too became petrified. The rest of the party was inclined to leave Balnos to his fate, but having made a deal with him, Piper arduously advocated for saving his previous cranium companion for the sake of his soul. This eventually came to a head when Piper threatened to leave the party behind to save himself. And faced with this ultimatum, the party conceded, letting Piper bring Balnoff back to the outskirts of Roden's. And upon their arrival, Piper quickly cast Dimension Door, then Polymorph, to escape with the petrified Balnoff. The party left him to his fate. They decided to return to their house, walking through the familiar streets, where they were met with a strange fate. An argument was brewing from within. They heard the sound of raised voices, and upon entering, they saw that their friend Sebrian had their new companion, Regis, at sword point, and was demanding to know where the party was. And so this is where we pick things up.
Hey, Brian. We're alive.
At this point, she whips around, sword still out. Wouldn't describe before she's not in her armor or anything like that, but she still has the sword and scabbard on her hip. And suddenly, Stix, you find yourself a sword pointed at you before she sort of blinks for a second and goes, "Go back. Where the fuck have you been?
That
Your friend
is
over
a
here is
story.
no help. Wouldn't tell me anything
Oh,
about
sorry,
you."
I will bring to you when you put your damn sword away.
Oh, yes, right, sorry. She puts the sword away. Or rather, she doesn't put it away, she just sort of lowers it to her side and turns to look back, watching Regis carefully. There's a sort of distrustful look in her eye when she looks towards him.
Regis, catch. I'm going to throw him the device with the essence crap in it.
Yeah, you toss him the essence flask and quickly reaches out and grabs it out of the air. Hold it out. That magnificent. I've had a successful trip then.
Yeah, I guess overall, mission successfully. Mission failed successfully. No, we didn't fail. Yeah, it went great.
It's like, trip? What trip? What's going on? No one's been able to get hold of you guys for like a week.
It's only been a week. Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah. Okay. Long story short, Balsam.
Sorry.
Oh, Balsam has powers. We went to a place to grab the essence of a very powerful being, which can supposedly fuel a device which will sever those powers, which will cut off those powers from Balsam, making him powerless. Maybe not powerless, but certainly less in power, and therefore making killing him, his head off, and putting it on a pike a lot easier.
Yeah, really sort of just trying to say, well, you guys have been away for almost 2 weeks, but well, there's the events of sort of last week that I believe Cyprian talking about. She sort of rounded him and said, "How the hell did you know that?" She's like, "I hear things. I know things."
Wait, what
Not-
happened last week?
You're not making it easy for me to trust you, you strange man in the House of My Companions. You don't know? God,
No, we've been on a
some of them
different plane of existence.
We have been
So-
very.
blinks for a second. Been on a different plane of flight. Okay. Well,
Harriet.
the how do I say this? The city of Ithamel isn't a city anymore.
But what? But what about? Hold on. Bear with.
Important Elven one that
Bear with.
always fucking went to, like all the fucking.
Lady Verona.
Oh, we went to Yelion. Ithamel is
Lady Verona. Is she okay?
down there.
The very nice elf lady in Ithamel. And Hera.
Brian's just like, I don't know who any of those people are. I just had a message from Genevieve. She was looking for you guys. A lot of people have been looking for you guys because apparently apparently we're at war.
Yeah. Oh.
What about Heatherford, the captain of the guard in Ithamel? Ah!
That's the place I stole that wooden armor from.
No, I believe
No.
that was Yelion that you stole it from there.
Okay, I thought it was somewhere sort of more eastern. I'm really struggling to remember Ithamel. Was where we started? It was
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's where there was like that baby. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So you went to Ithamel and you met Lady Verona there, because
Yeah, we did,
for
yeah.
you there is an embargo on traveling within the forest unless you're elves. And you met Lady Verona there, and you did her a favor where you found a cure for her daughter. However, this cure had the slight side effect that because you went to
became
something
a
called the
baby.
Fountain of Youth, that she became a baby again. In doing this service to Lady
And then
Verona, she granted you her favor, which allowed you to travel freely within the forest, despite some of you not being elves.
and wasn't the Fountain of Youth where the dragon dude was?
The Fountain of Youth was guarded by a big dragon.
Eberron.
That's why I don't remember it, because I only came in for the end of that, like the very end.
Yeah.
That's when I started doing this every week.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
when I came in from the tavern with those weird squirrel people.
Because you went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you went to something.
Which, canonically, Stix has still not gone to the toilet.
It's been years or months
It's
or
been
something.
months. It's
been
a
months.
while.
Yeah, fantasy.
Gonna get a UTI.
Fantasy constipation is another level.
Oh,
Hang on.
They're human.
Okay. Fuck. Shit.
So it's been taken over, or what's happened to Ithamel?
Taken over.
I don't know. All I had was a message from Genevieve that said
Yeah.
the city of Ismael was under attack and had been quote unquote lost, and that no one had been able to find you guys, and had I seen you.
Oh shit. Okay, well you've seen us now.
Yeah, so you should
see
probably
now?
at least let her know that you're back.
Where is she?
I imagine she's still in Yelion with the rest of the council.
All right. Piper teleport us off. Not fucking here anymore. Shit.
Anyone got? Did anyone take a lovely messaging spell?
Piper has sent me. I think I nearly took teleport as Piper as well. I don't think I did in the end, but I nearly did, which would have been really fucking handy. Yeah, I really should have just taken teleport for Piper. That would have been so good. Anyway,
Our friend who is a vampire, who is also magical.
Are you saying those things out loud?
No.
Regis.
Don't worry. Regis, that's the guy. I was about to look up his name, but I didn't. Does he have any spells that means we can, or knows any way we can send something to someone? I mean, this whole house is disposal.
We have. Oh no, never mind. I was going to say obviously downstairs in the basement we have the teleportation circle.
Yeah, true.
We have used it before. To some effect, I believe. So, do we have we have like a mini library of stuff? I think I can't remember if we've gone through this before. Have we ever looked through it for different teleportation sigils around places?
I think we did.
I think we did, and I think I remember us failing to find it, but we went out and bought one.
We could use the thing that we have those crystals.
Yeah, we have like little
That we can break
little
to get
balls
back
that we can
here.
break to get back here.
But we don't have stuff that can do the sigils, but
No, but we have you who can use a scroll of teleportation circle.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. I don't want to walk anymore. We walked through the fucking. Walked all the way through there. Do we ever. Do we still have a cart here? I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Then.
It's covered in leaves and stuff.
No, you lost your car.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I remember that, yeah.
yeah, no, we
You
left
left
it in the
that.
middle of the desert, didn't we?
Yeah.
You left your car in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got
Cause
Lloyd, Cedric, and Six back.
Six.
Who are
we do.
just probably in the garden of the house.
I want to go and hug Six, please.
Okay, yeah.
And
Into my garden and stepping
because
around various
because I
patches of
feel bad
leaves.
of voice with Cedric because first he lost Neil, and then we all left for like a couple of weeks. God, emotional roller coaster for that horse. Okay, plan. We're gonna go out. We're gonna buy a cart. And then we're going to use these mounts to take us to Yelion at fucking double time. Double fucking speed.
Okay. Well,
The only thing we can really do here.
for the time being, I will send an animal messenger. It's obviously not very quick, but it's, it'll get there before we will. What will I say? What will I say? How many words can I say?
25,
I think-
believe.
It doesn't say. Well, 25, yeah. Oh, it was written in letters instead of numbers. Disgusting. Okay. Hi, Genevieve. It's me. You know me. No, you do know me. It's me, obviously. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I was just going to say that we need to. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Got to start again.
You gotta send another
Brienne
one.
will say,
Running
"Well,
off.
I can get Ether to send a message, but it seems like she's probably got a lot to tell you, so you probably need to get up there."
It's pretty good to. Yeah, but we need to just tell her that we're alive and we're coming.
Yes, I can get Ether to do that, or to get a message to her somehow.
Yes,
You guys, no
we would like
offense,
that,
but
please. Thank you.
you all look like shit.
You know when
Yeah.
just saying no offense before saying something offensive does not innately make the thing you say not offensive. We have been through a lot. We killed we killed 2 beholders, 1 alive and 1 fucking dead. We've fought a phoenix. We've fought fucking mind flayer. No, we didn't actually fight any mind flayers, but we've been around them. We fought a fucking demon shadow thing. And all sorts of fuckery. So I'm aware we may look a little shit right now.
And I don't think we've
don't
showered in a while.
Bring it up. Oh, touchy today. God. Right, let's
So
Right.
at this point, Chappie
Let's
just
do
like
the.
chimes in, just holding like a plate of like food. It's like, Master Stix, you seem hungry.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I just grab like a big bunch of it. Start munching.
I
Cute.
also made tea.
Fantastic. I'm
And
going
his
to
arms
need.
just like snakes across like
Well,
the room and just extends, and there's another tray on the side, and he just brings it out. And it's like a little tea tray.
I love him.
all right, here's the plan. We need to get going ASAP. So, we are going to. I'm going to go out and buy us, or we're gonna go out and buy a cart and any other shit. Need. Do we need anything? No, you've got identifiers. We don't need anything identified. I was gonna run to a magical shop of sorts because I have an idea for something that I would quite like. After the whole fiasco with the glass and the several other times we needed a bludgeoning implement and had one. Oh,
I want a new party bag.
oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need one of those. We need one of those so badly. Okay. So we're gonna
I
get.
need my party bag back.
All right. Okay. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go get us a cart, and I'm gonna bring. Six and Lloyd Cedric, and we're gonna go get them hitched up to a cart, and then you guys go to a magical shop and see what you can gather for us and find out. And I will meet you back at the house with the cart. At what time is it now? What time of day is it around?
Probably like early to mid afternoon.
I will meet you back here in a couple of hours, and we will get going. We will sleep in shifts, get our shit back together, and plan. And Chappie, we need food for the road, please. Thank you.
And while all of this is happening, can I've forgotten her name. Who did you say could send a message to Genevieve?
Aoife Longset, the guardian of
Yes,
the grave
of course. Yep. Can she just send a quick message to Genevieve, just saying we're on our way and we'll be there ASAP, Rocky?
Yes. I will get that message sent out, but I think you should all take the rest of the day at least, or get some proper rest in your and just take.
Are we going to have another
stock.
level up?
We are at war, is what you said.
You know what?
Yes,
I think
and
we
you
need a
won't
nap.
do anyone any favors by driving yourselves needlessly and too frantically.
True, but I have an elk.
I think a little nap wouldn't hurt. I think we get all our stuff. We go and get the stuff and things. We come back. We have a shower. We have a little nap, and then we go.
Stix leaves and goes to get a car. You guys can nap, whatever. Stix is going to get a car. Stix is stressed.
Okay, well, I'm going to nap in the back of the cart because
That was
ICP.
you guys go to sleep. Stix is going to go get the ship. Stix is not tired. We are apparently at war. Stix is extremely stressed out right now. Stix is going to go get shit together. Magic shot.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
I would like to find a magic bag, please.
You want a magic bag? Anything from a magic shop? Cool. First dagger it is. I'm going.
Oh,
Okay.
is there a cursed item shop?
Don't know, but that sounds cool. Cool.
Okay. So, Stix, you are going to buy a wagon or a
Yes.
vehicle of some description. There are several types available. If you're looking for the same type of thing you had before, like a covered wagon, like a Oregon Trail style covered wagon with the framework and stuff like that, over the top, so it's covered. You can pick that up. There are also things, you can also get carriages, you can get open top carts, you can get a chariot is apparently a thing I'm seeing here in the book.
I am going to go and get a BMW.
You're going to go and get a BMW.
Yeah, a bitchin' mega.
Bitchin' mega what?
Bitchin' mega wagon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was a. Yeah, I'll just get the same thing as we had before.
Okay.
That was. Yeah, that worked well enough
So
for
a wagon and tack for it will just run you to about 40 gold.
that is fine. Stix as gold, I hope. Yes, 40 gold. Boom.
Yes.
Oh, I really should have asked. Oh no, I've got loads of plans. Yeah, cool. Okay, 40 gold it is. Stix is way too stressed out right now to try and persuade her that it's less. He's just like, yep, fine, and leaves.
Okay. Who's doing something? We'll come back around, but Arwen, what are you doing? Are you just napping?
Oh, no, I'm going out to get my bag.
Oh, you're going shopping for a bag of hopping.
Yes. And also, while I'm there, I'd like to sell some of the shit
Okay.
that we have in the bag, if that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's very easy to calculate.
Where are you going to make the purchase?
A magic shop.
Magic shop. Any particular magic shop or just?
Oh God, who? Oh Lord,
I have forgotten.
everyone hates me.
Oh, it was Morgan's Magical Miscellany.
Yes.
Yeah, does she like me?
Pulled that one right from the far depths of my brain. Yes, she does like us because we've given her lots of good stuff, and you haven't stolen from her yet.
Yeah.
I like
Excellent.
that.
Good.
Yet.
Well, it's not like that other man that I pissed off and I can't go back there.
I would like to go with Arwen to ensure that it stays that she has not stolen it.
Okay. So Arwen and Klari head to see the proprietor of Morgren's Magical Miscellany, a witch by the name of Justina. And you walk through the streets, you find the familiar-looking shop front, and as you walk inside, you can see there is a figure with their back to you at the counter, sort of deep in conversation, so you're handing over cash. There are various sort of like roll up like packages and things like that. And they look over their shoulder as you enter. You see a red-skinned dragon ball, and they look at you, and a big smile spreads across their face. It's like, oh, and Klari, you're back. Have you seen Regis yet? Also, this woman kept coming around, Sir again or something or other like that. I wasn't really paying attention. But yes, someone was looking for you. But you're back. Where? Well, I know where you've been, obviously. Is everyone all right? Stix fine. The other one, the musician.
We don't talk about him anymore.
My condolences.
No, he was just a dick.
Oh,
Anyway.
right.
Don't, not yet.
Soon.
Oh, well, right. Okay. Well, musicians, hey, they are capricious.
I know, right?
Because
People in the
you know,
arts.
she sort of gestures to like sort of the various packaging things. I was just picking up various bits and pieces for, you know, my research, my spells, components, those sorts of things.
So cute.
Awful excited for people.
Yes. Well, I should know Christina. I'm sure you're aware of. How could you not be? But I will see you all back at that house. I know Regis had some things he wanted to tell you about the next steps and so forth and stuff like that. Yes, we sort of think we've come up with a plan. Yes, he seems fairly certain. Well, you know, a little more of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of wizard anyway. Yes, well, I'll see you back at the house, and she sort of like waves her hand, and the packages all sort of like lift up into the air and sort of neatly stack themselves on top of each other and fall like into her arms, and she like bustles out of the door. It's like, I will see you back at the house. I want to hear all about your adventures.
Yet.
And yeah, Mistina's just sort of sat behind the counter. It's like, well, what can I do for you all? Seems like you know Matilda.
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted. Right, yes, but I've got some things to give you, to sell for you, to you.
Right, okay.
And then, do you have a bag of holding at all?
Let me have a look.
Please.
And as you've seen her do many times before, she like reaches under, pulls out this big like tome and like starts like flicking through it, and it's got various sort of transactions back and forth. Yes, I have a couple at the moment actually. Would you like a choice of colour?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for a small fee, I could make it any colour you wanted, but I currently have a red one and a purple.
Red. Please.
No problem. She goes into the back and comes out holding this red bag of holding.
The same color of blood of my enemies.
But the whole thing of when Arwen bleeds, it like it's well.
I don't bleed. It's just everyone else's blood doesn't get on it.
Point.
Down your head.
Yeah, that's how you open mini egg.
Oh. Why you give yourself brain damage?
I think we're past that point, Chantel.
What's this argument every Easter?
This was quite hard to be fair.
doing it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Continuing.
It was just shocking to see. Oh
Shocking
dear.
to see Ben cracking himself on the head with an Easter egg.
I didn't expect it.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you know.
He did it like no one was gonna notice. It was a normal thing.
People have done. I've spoken to other people and they tell me it's the same thing that they do.
It's probably because you're seeing things, because you've been cracking eggs.
Oh dear. Right. So how much is this lovely bag?
Well, what have you got to sell me, and we'll put that against it if you like.
Oh yes, please. I have 130 gold pieces of melted jewelry.
Right.
Excellent. 4 chunks of crystal.
Okay.
300 GP worth of gems.
Always useful.
100 GP worth of diamonds. I think we need diamonds now. I don't think we do. We need diamonds. Hold on.
Yes, we
Diamond
always
dust.
need diamonds.
Diamonds can always be.
Diamonds are useful for various spell components. Like,
Diamond. Yeah, I thought it was
Right.
diamond dust. Okay, not the diamonds. I need those. And a beholder's eyeball.
the eyeball of the beholder.
If we're selling that, are we selling that? We can't do anything with it.
I don't think we can do anything with that. I think we toyed with the idea of combining it with something to turn someone to stone, but
If we give it to her, she can like probably
Yeah, she
make
can
more
use it.
of it.
yeah. Also,
Ta-da!
sorry to interject. Do we remember? Would Stix remember if in Morgwin's you could buy magic weapons, or was she
She was
more?
more of a purveyor of items, less of weapons.
But you need to go to I just saw it a minute ago. Oh my god, where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold hold on. Hold.
Hold on.
I'll get it in a minute. Give me 2 more seconds. No, that's not it either. I have too much stuff. I can't read. It all looks like gibberish to me. Oh no.
This has deteriorated so
Well, oh dear. Well, I saw it a second ago, so give me 5 minutes and I will tell you where you need to go.
Wait, where Stix specifically needs to go, or
Well, where he needs to go to find the people that make the the weapons.
people that make the weapons? Right.
Yeah.
Yes, the people that make the magic weapons and things like that. Cool.
It's a really nice 2 people.
Oh, I think I remember. You mean the
Are you talking about
dwarves?
the orcs?
Oh,
Yeah. No. Yes.
Like the pair
Yes.
of orcs, like the 2 sisters?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're
That
in
live
Haggis
here.
Forza. No, they don't live here.
Yeah.
There were people
Then
there. I know there's the
no.
guy whose name I can't remember, but he is. I need to get some more metal for him. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna find fucking.
Lord
Oh.
Monsignor.
Suli and Talisa.
Yeah, they're orcs.
Blacksmiths.
Yeah.
No,
they're
they
orcs.
can't. Yeah, they're orcs, but they can't be there because this is in.
Oh, they came for the event.
Oh shit!
They came here
They
for
did.
the big event. For the big
Oh.
festival of creating stuff. Yeah.
That's annoying. Okay, I can't help you, Soz.
Yeah, no worries.
There's that man that hates me. He might do something.
You're going to have to narrow that down.
Once again, give me 5 minutes. I'll be with you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I will leave it for now, and I will ask around at some other point because it's not a death.
We'll come back to Stix in a minute once we've resolved everything that Arwen's got. So run through what you had again. You had 130 GP of jewelry.
Jewelry. Yeah. 300 GP of gems.
300 GP of gems.
And a beholder's petrification eye.
The beholder's petrification eye.
Yes.
So she will look it over. Well, this is mage hands up, be like surprisingly fresh, and just sort of like takes out a little box and just like moves it into there.
I mean, I'd hope it was fresh. I did just chop it off.
Yes, people can sort of tell things. Often tend to be a little bit of time between them. Anyway,
No, this is fresh.
Yes, I can see that.
Here's a grenade.
I guess quite valuable. Well, let's say all in the eye, the jewels, the gems, a bag, and then discount for friends. Why don't we say 3,000 gold?
Right. That you're giving me, yeah?
No, for the bag.
What, and you just get the eye?
Yes.
And I have to give you 3. How much is the eye worth?
About 500 gold.
In pond. I thought it was going to be really expensive. 3,000 for the bag. Is the purple one cheaper?
No, they're the same.
Holding. What?
Yeah,
That's at a discount. And with 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 off of it.
I'm using the same magical items pricing guide.
How much is it? 4,000 normally.
Yeah.
This is. Jesus Christ. I mean, fine. Yeah.
We do need one.
Yeah, I'll take it from my money.
I have 56 platinum pieces, which equates to about 5,000.
56 platinum pieces.
Yeah.
Is 1 platinum piece is 10 gold.
Oh, I was thinking 1 platinum piece is 100 gold. Yes, 1 platinum piece is 10 gold, so actually 500. I have not got as much money as I thought. Guys, we need to do a side quest for some money.
Okay, I'll give you the 3. Do you think? What about 2,000 and 2? What's a good number? 2,600.
So it raises an eyebrows at you, pondering it in her mind. Make a persuasion check for me, Arwen.
Okay, I'm leaving a little bit of wiggle room, you know? I'm not saying that out loud, I'm just telling you guys. Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I can't imagine it's.
I did imagine just that Arwen did go, like if you like, I don't know.
Exactly how you say. What's a good number? Don't worry, I want a bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, I did say it. I thought I said it in my head, but
Yeah,
I thought I said it's Klari on the ring. It came out.
And Chloe just a wide, like.
It's Colin.
Right.
She's just like felt. You know, it is already a sizable discount for you, so 3,000 it is.
What about 2,900?
She just sort of fixes you with a look. Come on now.
Oh, okay. What about 2,963?
You know the specific amount.
Is that as much as we have?
It would just make my number a nice round number.
How much money do you have?
What did you say? 2,963.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
I got a discount.
Can Klari to say for it? She get 4 bag of holding twice over.
Now I need to. Oh no, this has made the maths harder. Hold on. It should be easier.
Yes, you should have already worked it out. It makes it a nice round number.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, I got it. Probably.
Adult D&D players struggling with basic addition and subtraction.
I can do the adding. I just can't take away.
Yeah, JJ.
Oh.
Sorry, you're the only one who did maths.
I still do.
If you wanted mathematician, you shouldn't have been the DM.
Oh God! Imagine me as a DM. Just yeah, that number sounds about right. Sure.
I think that's 57 damage. We're level 1. Oh no, it's 5 and 7. So yes.
Have you been reading my next campaign ideas?
Right, I have my bag back. Party bag. Do you have any just, like regular nice thread or anything like in gold or silver? Black.
Probably yes. I mean, with a little bit of sort of components with thread work.
Oh, can I have just like this much?
Yeah.
And
It's
I would like to embroider the word party bag, but I don't know how to write. So you're gonna have to, I'm gonna get Klari to punch the holes. You know when kids have their like first sewing thing, and it's just got loads of holes, and then you kind of just go like that through it. Yeah, I want that.
If you'd like, I
On
can
the
do that for
party bag.
you. If you'd like, I can do that for you. He says.
No, I want a hobby while we're traveling.
Fair enough.
It's gonna be a long journey.
the fuck you buy.
Well, do be careful not to. You should be fine with the small needle for embroidery, but you would be
Small needle. I'm using my dagger.
I would advise against that because if the bag does get punctured, it does break and just happen to spill.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, yes, I recommend a needle. And just be careful to try and sort of go through the outer layer only, not to punch through the whole thing.
I'm scared. Maybe you should do it. You know what? I'll just draw. It's okay. I'll just get a felt tip. It's okay.
Okay, like DM to player, like I'm not going to destroy the bag by you embroidering on it, but that's just like a bit of like character. You know, it's just a bit
Who
of like
knows
flip.
that they
You weak dear.
All right, fine. Roll a dexterity check then to see if you can embroider. You rolled a 1. The bag is destroyed again.
My 2,963 gold.
Fine, Klari can buy us fucking another one with all her own money.
Yeah, but it's purple. I don't want purple. Doesn't go with my outfit.
It's a fantasy world. Why would you save money?
Oh dear. I do love going
Speaking
shopping.
of Klari, is there anything Klari is looking for in particular?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, then we will go back to Stix. Yeah, you have successfully acquired a wagon for Lord Who Mounts.
That's it. Wagon, 2 mounts, loaded up. I will take this back around the house. I'm trying to think. Is there like an ore place or like a somewhere in the? I mean, I doubt I could buy this fancy metal in the city. I doubt I could just straight up buy that. Feels like a thing I'm gonna need to buy.
Yeah, I mean, the metal is called Starfall Steel.
Yeah.
I thought you had some.
I had some, and then I made him do stuff on the spear so that now it's badass. I do not have any because I have a rejuvenate. Oh no, this is clerical. I don't have any stuff or metal. The 2 I had, I used to make the steel good.
So you need 1 to like repair it from its like broken state, and then another 2 to like upgrade it. So get some more, you can upgrade it again. Obviously, it's not
Yeah.
easy to come by.
Okay, in which case, I don't think there's anything I need unless there's like a magical weapons shop I can quickly nip in to see if they have a bludgeoning weapon. But I'm already carrying quite a lot of weapons, so in my head, to cut a long story short, in my head, I basically had an idea. You know that sword I had, where it was like a little hammer and it turned into a sword.
Yes.
The same thing, but it's a little hammer that turns into a bigger hammer. So it's like it goes from like a light hammer to like a mace, like a light hammer to like a war hammer or something along those lines.
Okay.
But I can just carry around this little light hammer, and then in times where
there are numerous weapons that like deal damage, deal bludgeoning damage. That is, you've got club, great club, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, flail, maul, and warhammer. And if you were looking, so you're looking for something that's basically got like a miniaturization type.
yeah. So I can just pull it out and then make it not very cumbersome because I'm aware I'm already holding a sword and a spear and an extra shield. I don't think I can carry too much more.
Yeah. So yeah, roll a d20 for me. I'll say on a 15 or up, you find what you're looking for.
Oh.
So, you
40.
find,
Yeah.
through sort of like speaking to a couple of different blacksmiths and someone who knows someone, like pointing in the right direction, you track down various bludgeoning options. Rosen then has some weaponsmiths of reasonable renown who stick around sort of year long. It does attract the people who can cut it as artisans, and because of this festival that happens every year. And often the people that are previous winners and things do stick around because they get a bit of renown and can sort of ply a trade. But you don't find anyone that has the specific like shrinking or growing capabilities that you're looking for. If you want, you can pick up like any sort of +1 bludgeoning weapon at basically 1,000 gold plus the price of the weapon from the player's handbook. If you wanted to, or you can.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll hold out for the specific because don't want to carry. Don't want to have that much on me. That seems ridiculous. And I have a bow as well and a crossbow, so I have a lot on me, so I'm good. So yeah, from there I will just take the cart back to the house and await the arrival of everyone else.
Okay. Arwen, you need something else you wanted.
Do they do healing potions just in case?
Did we use any potions in the last time?
We dropped some, so I just
Oh yes.
want to, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably paranoid, but I just want to see if they've got any.
Yeah. So so you can find like a couple. There's like a couple of like greater ones knocking around, and like one superior one, and then sort of like a couple of sort of regular ones as well. If you were going between various different sort of vendors in the city.
How much are the greater ones?
So the greater one is 150 each.
Klari, how good are you at haggling?
We do have proficiency in persuasion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because we found out Arwen is not good. I don't think I'm surprised anyone, but
I think I'm okay at it.
would you like to try and get the price down from 150 to anything else?
But from 150 to let's say
Anything, yeah, less.
will
If I tried, I'd just get 1 gold off.
yes. What if we offer you 100 gold pieces?
100. You want a price of 2/3. Have you got anything else to throw in on top of that? This the shopkeeper like seems pretty like skeptical when you're like trying to offer like 100 for.
I'll leave you a good review.
I'll give you a good review on Yelp. Not Yelp in this world is Yell, and it's just one guy in the street corner just yelling, "This place is good!" No, Anthony said the meat was a bit cold.
You suppose if it's 100 for it, that's way too low. I can't let it go for 100. These things cost more. These things cost more than that to make.
What about 150?
Where is
150. That's. Maybe if you bought several, maybe.
We'll buy 4.
24.
Well, I've only got 3, and I've got.
We'll buy 3.
And I've got 2 regular ones as well. If you agree to buy the whole lot, then we'll roll a persuasion check for them.
Oh my god.
If you agree to buy it's three regular and 3 greater, the greaters go for 120 each, and then you can have the 3 regulars.
Great.
No,
How much are they?
they're 50 each.
35.
I'll roll a persuasion check.
Oh no. Persuasion. Go on. You know you want to.
Well, things are buying in bulk. I'll take that for 5%.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a number because I don't know what 5% is.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, he's have to use the calculator.
Maths real quick.
He's using a calculator.
Yeah, well, you did 47 times 3 in your head.
No, thank you.
Plus 120 times 3.
20,
No, thank you.
141.
Plus 120 times 3.
Yeah, 120 times 3 is 141.
So
Oh, no.
120 times 3 plus 50 minus 5% times 3.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck that one.
You've lost me.
Yeah, well,
I'm confused. Are we paying full price?
The calculator. No, you're not paying full price. So all in all, you get the whole. You get 3
Good.
small and 3 greater for 500.
Oh, that's a bargain. I'll
No,
take it from the party bag.
a nice round
500.
number.
And then it's what? 3 and
No.
3.
Yeah, 3 regular, 3 greater.
Oh, that's quite upsetting
Why is that upsetting?
because that's an odd number.
But 3 and 3 makes 6.
Yeah, but now I've got 4 greater healing ones, which was a nice round number. It's really upsetting. Does anyone want to hold the regular healing potions?
Does anyone want to hold them? I feel like
You can have one each. There we go. There we go. This will stop me from having a breakdown.
you literally just bought a bag.
Yes, but I don't like odd numbers. They make me uncomfortable.
I wish this was like
Oh,
a
right.
role-playing
Pretty
character
toasty
thing.
did. Oh, I killed him with 3 arrows. I need to pump another one into him just.
Or I need to get
Why
one
do you
of
think
back.
I shoot twice? Yes, everyone hold one regular healing potion, just in case you need to live. There you all go. You're welcome.
I'm a 50
I'm so kind.
healing potions. But I will take it. I'm pretty sure I have that.
How the fuck do you spell potion? P-O-T-I-O-N.
P-O-T-I-O-N.
P-O-T-I-O-N, P-O-T-I-O-N, P-O-T.
Potion of poison resistance. That's exciting. Who the fuck?
Only one of those, though.
Did you have that for the fight against Uxin? Because if so, I have some questions.
No, I didn't. Because I've got other stuff before that, which would have all gone.
See.
So, yeah, if there's nothing else, you finish up your shopping and head back to the house. Outside, you can see that there is a fresh wagon parked up. Stix and Lloyd Cedric being Stix and Lloyd Cedric. Six and Lloyd Cedric, being left to graze in the front garden.
It's just tied up in the front garden.
There's also grazing in the front garden.
Just eating the
I'm with one with nature.
But you all meet up again and make your way inside. Shortly after you have, almost before you've sort of like finished like getting in and greeting everyone, there is a knock at the door.
Who is?
Who might it be?
You're just shouting, "Who is it?"
Yes.
No, Stix will go up and open the door.
Okay, so Stix, you head up to open the door, and there in front of you, you can see a pair of what are quite clearly siblings, both adult-looking elves. You can see they've both got dark black hair, pale skin, pointed ears. You can see the female of the two, she's quite tall, probably standing maybe sort of like 5'11", something like that. It's sort of quite tall, a little bit broad in the shoulders compared to her brother, who's got like much shorter, close cropped hair, and he's much shorter. He's maybe sort of only sort of like 5'8", something like that, much skinnier. She's standing sort of behind him, slightly like over, it's like looking over his shoulder. As you open the door, he looks and says, "Hello. Well, we saw the wagon, and we're new, but we thought maybe you were new as well, having just come up because there's been no one around for a little bit. But we thought we'd come and introduce ourselves." Hello.
Oh, do we have neighbours?
Oh, I swear to God, if he's in neighbours. I'll just say, we are not here. Wait, are you our neighbours?
Yes, we live, sort of just down the road. We're recently arrived in the city, and we've met most of the other people around. But we hadn't seen anyone sort of coming and going here for a while. We thought maybe it was away or what have you. But having seen the wagon, we thought we'd just come and introduce ourselves. My name is Ash. This is my sister Heather.
Ash and Heather. Hello,
Still-
Ash and
Who
Heather.
still hasn't slept after going through a whole dungeon and fighting a beholder today, just looks at them like blankly in the face, like, "Hello. This is not a good time. I'm very sorry, and we are about to leave again."
Oh, well,
You're not supposed to tell them that. Now they're going to rob us.
Ah, fuck.
Tell me when you leave the house.
We do have, people will be here. Maybe you can introduce yourself to them, and when we come back from where we're going, we will, be back. Also, watch out for the traps. But
Okay, well done.
It's like, oh well, it's if it's not a good time, we'll leave you in peace. But, just to let you know, we've recently arrived, and we thought we'd bring you a little housewarming gift. We've been it seems to be quite keen. Sort of gathers and from behind her back, her head has got like one arm sort of like tucked behind her back, and she just reaches around and produces this like little small shrub in a pot, orange terracotta pot.
I'd like to take it.
Yeah, she pass it over.
I can't speak with plants.
You can't speak with plants, okay?
Yes. Oh, hello, plant.
Hello?
Are these people shifty and bad, or are they nice?
The big one walked with me regularly. She was nice.
Did they do any evil things? Like pour the milk before the cereal?
or kill people.
Oh, yeah, I'll kill people. That's a good one too.
I haven't seen anyone die.
What about be chained up somewhere and
No,
tortured?
They haven't chained me up anywhere. I'm not really
Have you
capable
heard
of much.
screams of death? And
Is this a situation where they're going to do like transport via plants or something? Or they're going to like transport into a house via
Can you do
this
that?
command?
No,
that is it.
just I was in a shop a couple of days ago. It was nice. I had lots of friends, and then the big one bought me, and then I was on a window for 2 days. That was nice. I got plenty of sun there. Wasn't being overshadowed by another plant. I like the sun. It's so big and bright.
He's
Yeah,
going in the
now
gun.
I'm here.
I'm going to plant you outside with some friends in the sunlight.
Oh, that
Come
would
on,
be nice.
friend.
Yeah.
Do you think I plant the pot plant?
Yeah. By the way,
So it's
the garden is fucking chaotic because we haven't been here for 2 weeks and it was already chaotic before. So I'm going to use my channel divinity to get back a 3rd level spell slot and use plant growth to like just generally control the plant, calm them the fuck down,
Okay.
and tame the garden. And I think in doing that, Stix finally feels really fucking tired. He's like, okay, we should probably.
woohoo, we're going to finally go to bed when I've planted this plant. Now I tell all the other plants around it to be very nice to the new plant. Allow this plant some sun. Okay, don't hog it all to yourselves. Jeremy,
It's a plant eat plant world out here.
well, don't eat each other. Told you about this. God. Play nice. Hi. Oh, water or whatever. Yeah. Bye.
Water or whatever.
I'm more of a fire person, you know.
Yeah, stay away from my garden.
I just planted you a new nice plant.
Did, and Stix was clenched all the way through interaction.
Excuse me?
Never mind. Moving on. Cool. Are these people still at the door?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I imagine they're like, Arwen's like sort of in the middle of doing that one, sort of still as it. Yeah, so I was recently arrived in the city. It would be good to have some time to get to know you, but if now, obviously now's not a good time, and maybe we'll come back tomorrow and we can have a cup of tea and get to know each other properly.
Can I use my divine sense?
Yeah.
I'm so nervous of these people. Stix has never lived in like suburban, or at least he did when he was like a little kid, but he hasn't in a very, very long time. So he's really nervous of shifty neighbors.
That's why I talked to the plant.
Also, plenty of people want to kill us right about now.
Us? No. Not her. Weird.
Remind me about your divine sense.
I can detect. Hold on. Starting at 2nd level when you. Oh no, that's divine smite.
Is it flesh faithy?
Yes, it is. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial fiend or undead of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. Yeah. Christ, I mean, other than the presence behind you, from Regis.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In which case, I will simply bid them farewell, apologize for, I suppose, apologize for the rudeness of simply, essentially telling them to go away because that was not a good time. Thank them for the plant, and then
Yeah.
politely shut
No,
the
they
door.
just say, no, that's absolutely fine. We understand. You can tell you're tired from your travels. So you're in a world weary, we'll leave you in peace. But if you need anything, a cup of sugar or anything like that, don't hesitate. We're only a few doors down.
I will let people know the guy who will be here most of the time. His name is Regis, and our house servant wire person is called Chappie, and they will probably be here most of the time.
They will bid you farewell.
And sorry, keep going.
Yes, and also yes, if you do ever come here, beware of the traps. Godspeed.
Well,
And I shut the door.
Hopefully, we wouldn't be here without you being present, of course, and hopefully, we're assuming you don't trap your own home while you're in it. Surely.
I have shut the door by now. I have left it. This is what tired Stix looks like.
Tired Stix.
Stix, much like tired Ben, is just a bit of an asshole.
Tired Stix lacks social decorum.
Yes. Yeah. In which case, I will watch them from the window as they leave.
Yeah, as they leave, like you can see that Heather like sort of leans down and starts like speaking like sort of closely into Ash's ear. So then just head off.
Cool.
I walk outside.
Okay.
They've gone, but I walk outside and I go to the plants that are by the path, and I say, "What did she whisper to him?"
You can't speak with. How long does speak with plants last?
I'm pretty sure it's still active. Speak with plants. 10 minutes. That was not a 10-minute conversation.
Okay.
Go.
I'm going to roll a perception check for plants.
Go on.
Something I never thought I'd have to do. Oh god, what is the wisdom modifier of a fucking plant?
17.
It knows to lean towards the sun. So it has basic understanding of its own survival. But
Yes.
it's probably not like some godly level of like the plants they're like
Whose side are you on?
just imagine you leaning down to like some grass and the grass is just there like, what is life? Life is a series of fleeting moments.
Oh.
Alright, well, let's just roll the dice, and then it might be terrible, it might be good. The modifier might not matter. Yeah, that's a 7, and I'm going to say plants have a negative modifier to wisdom to perceive things. When you cast speak with plants, they gain more of a sentience than they otherwise would have.
Well, apparently they still don't speak common.
No, they don't speak, but they communicate in a way that Arwen can understand through speak with plants.
That's annoying. Imagine being like a brood who could just eavesdrop on everyone by like all the grasses around them. That would be so cool.
Well, there are spells that allow you to imbue plants and animals with extra intelligence.
Such as Awake.
Precisely. A 5th level druid spell.
A what?
Awaken.
5th level druid spell. Awaken.
Oh,
You bring like a plant to life or a rock to life.
I don't know how you can do it to a rock.
I can have a rock pet.
I think it has to be a living thing, like a plant or an animal.
So it can just be like
It's like the
Any
googly eyes on
bring
it.
it to life. Like a chair. You could bring a chair to life.
I'm not sure that you can. I'm gonna double check though. Quite sure it has to be something that's already alive, and you like awaken the intelligence within it. Is you spend the time casting a
It says
ritual.
beast or plant.
You touch a huge or smaller beast or plant. Yes, you can't do it to a rock or a chair. The target must either have no intelligence score or a score of 3 or less. The target gains an intelligence of 10. The target also gains the ability to speak the language, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it has to be something that is already alive, and you awaken intelligence inside it. But that is a druid spell you can learn.
Yeah, it's kind of bored.
About changing your prepared spells each day.
Yeah, that's not a thing I do.
But you can all enter in, and Regis is there, Chappie is there, Tilda is there. You all gathered once more. Regis looks at you all over and says, well, congratulations on a mission well done. Honestly, I thought you'd be away for longer. I thought I was going to have to keep lying to Brienne about where you'd gone. She was very insistent, and I don't think she likes me.
Did you say we went?
I just said I did not know where you'd gone.
Oh,
It's
not a very good excuse.
Bud, because worried a lot of people. That's fine. You know what?
Well, I didn't really know her, and I'd been introduced before. I hadn't really met anyone, and so I did not know when this sort of godlike figure came around. I didn't know if you were in trouble or not, so I thought it best just to say nothing.
We're always in trouble.
Yeah, that tracks.
And so congratulations, the job well done. On to the next step of the process. We will hold on to this for the time being. But between Matilda and myself, I think we have figured out what you need next. Obviously, we can use this to create a device to cut the magical tethers, but you need to be able to see them. The easiest way to do this is to, well, the most consistent way to do this is to obtain another item that allows us to create an item that allow you to see these things. Obviously, this is a sight-based thing, so we think between us that the eyes of a creature that has enhanced sight-like abilities would allow you to, or allow us to create items for you to wear.
You say a beholder.
I was gonna say, if you're saying we need to go out and find another beholder, I'm sorry, I'll sound for one.
Yeah.
Of course, I would love to kill another beholder. But I'm assuming that's not what you mean.
I'm not aware of beholders and things having advanced sight capabilities. Obviously, they are very eye-based creatures. But I'm not aware of them having sort of the advanced level of sight that we are looking for.
We need something with very good sight. Well, Piper, we would remember when we were going into the dungeon of Zernus, he cast upon himself true sight. I don't know if that's the kind of thing he means.
So we need to steal Piper's eyes. Okay.
My point exactly. But like that sort of like, does he mean creatures with that sort of capability?
Yes. Yes, we believe if you take the eyes of such a creature, we can then turn them into an item for you to wear that you will be able to activate for a time to be able to see. We are hoping to be able to, that you will be able to require multiple of these, and then we can make you one each.
Right. What creatures have really good eyesight? Klari.
We're not taking Clary's eyes.
No, I'm not saying. Oh, now I'm not saying. Klari's eye. Blind ninja be cool. Okay. Would Stix be able to recall from his studies and learned experience on fiends and fae and undead?
Yeah. You can make a nature or religion check.
He is going to implore Klari to also think of these things because Klari is fucking smart, particularly with, we all know by now that she did a lot of stuff in religion. She did a lot of research in religions. Stix is going to make a nature check, and he is going to hope that Klari makes a religion check, and between us, we can figure out some kind of solution. Oh, I should have just got Klari to give me a fucking help. Do you know? Check. It's so good.
Mm. 23. Let me just double check something. Okay, so we'll start with a 20. So a religion check, Claire. You're mainly thinking of like demons, devils, that sort of thing, and you know certainly that there are very powerful demons and devils. Like certainly archdevils and things like that obviously have this ability, but as well as like some higher level devils and demons would as well. These would be you don't necessarily have to cut down 3 like archdevils, but there are high level themes that would be applicable. You know that there is a brand of fiends, a branch of fiends, a set of creatures called Yugolots. They are fiends, but they are neither demons nor devils.
Interesting.
Are they small?
So they are, they vary in size like many other creatures. You would also know certainly with a 23 that there are some types of celestial also have this trait. If you're thinking about sort of from the religious side, Stix taking the nature side of things. You don't recall quite as much, but you do recall that there are sort of certain powerful fae, as well as dragons, and also a brand of creature that you've heard of but never encountered, that are sort of steeped in mystery and legend, is sphinxes can also be known to have this ability.
Okay, so the options are dragon, sphinx, Yugoloth, celestial, or some other fiend. Out of all of that, the Yugoloth/fiend sounds the more morally correct, I should say. I don't know where we're going to find a sphinx. or a celestial that would be willing to give us its eyes. Oh, and you know a lot about celestials.
I do. They're my favourite enemy. Would I know anything?
They were
Would you
favourite
know of
enemy.
a celestial that
Yeah.
go take down that is not bad? Because obviously Stix being a paladin would know that celestials are generally quite good.
Yeah, one just pissed me off. And
you
apparently now
just
I have
had
a grudge.
our entire vocation.
Yeah, like, are you thinking of like specific examples of celestials, or that you're looking for,
I mean-
or
Do I know which ones have that weird sight thing?
yeah, you would know like some examples of them.
Okay, which ones
We
could I
could
find?
could you find
Sorry,
them?
yeah.
So you
No,
would
no,
know,
tell
for
me.
examples, like there are creatures like solars, planetars, things like that. There's a creature called a Kirin.
Oh, you sound confusing.
Would she
Key
know
ring.
any that we could possibly like
Fight.
fight and not be morally in the wrong? Because obviously
And win.
the beings of good and we're
Uh,
being good.
Depends which side you're on.
If you
Well,
were like off the top of your head, you know that there are two sides to every story, and Celestials are generally seen as good, but there are legends about various conflicts, and whether or not these conflicts are sort of real or not is, and if they do happen, then do they even happen here is sort of debated. But if you put some research time into it, you could potentially find some examples of celestials that were less than 100%.
see, the issue I'm having is that so dragons. I'm assuming we're not going to go hunt down a dragon.
No.
Unless there's is there like a really bad dragon that we could like hunt down? I wonder if there's like a fairly well known bad dragon.
Again, there are you would have to put some research in to try and find out if there's like some. This is going to take some time for you guys to look into. Like whatever you want to look into, you will probably find an example of a creature that is, somewhat morally grey at least, or and you can probably
Straight up
find an evil variant of almost anything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
There's an
like
evil.
your fiends are fiends. They are generally evil. Some are more evil than others. Obviously, you've got to work out sort of maybe like which one you're going to go for and how you're going to get it. The same with dragons. You've got to work out which dragon you're going to target and where it lives and stuff like that. Various things of that nature. Celestials, obviously, you've got the same problem. You've got to, once you figure out what you're going after, you've got to find it or find a way to get it.
Yeah. And my worry is, so as I said, like dragons, probably not going to go after those unless there's like a really bad one. Sphinxes, creatures of legend. And, yeah, some definite research time is going to be put into one of those, but they're not necessarily bad or good. And I just don't want to. I don't want to go up to a creature that is not necessarily bad or good and say, "Hi, we need your eyes." Like doing that to like an undead fiend seems okay,
Let's do it to a fiend.
but doing it to just like some random celestial who sure might not be a very good guy, but they didn't do anything to us. We have, we're just gonna go take their eyes. That seems fucking dark. So maybe a fiend, but then the only way I'd think to get a fiend is to go to hell.
Oh,
Or
okay.
summon one here.
Yeah.
What? Ah, fuck! There was those portals to hell in the desert.
Mm-hmm. But
Wait.
we sealed that.
Yeah, we had to be idiots to seal them up. Shit. Okay.
That's good people. Disgusting.
I know. Awful. Yeah. Let's try and pool our resources and figure out, yeah, where we might be able to find a Yugoloth. Anyway. Yeah.
There's lots of books downstairs.
There are plenty of books downstairs. We'll stop there and then we'll move elsewhere and see what else we can find. Cool. Here we go.
Are we having a nap?
Well, I guess if we have to. Sorry. If we have to do a bunch of this research and stuff before we go to figure out next steps, then I suppose, yeah, because I guess we're not leaving them right away, so yeah, we might as well have a bit of a kip. Or we could do this research. We could like research the books downstairs now, then have a nap overnight, and then head off the next morning. Because in
Yeah, okay.
theory, they have a college that we've been to before to research stuff, which we could also use to some of our researching. So
Mhm.
that could work. Okay, looking at the books downstairs.
Okay, so you head to the Kavran library and start sort of looking through the books. Everyone make an investigation check.
Can I be telling Matilda and Regis about the whole adventure? Because I'm not going to be able to read.
Yeah, yeah,
Just to catch them up to speed in case they have any insight on anything as well.
yeah. So you stay upstairs with Hugo and Regis and Matilda and catch them up on everything that has gone on so far. Matilda is fancies her way. Is very animated throughout the tale. Hugo chimes in with little bits of his, still like picture, emotional message, and formal communication. Chappie will bring you more snacks and things throughout. And then we will, I'm guessing, after a break, cut back to everyone else who is downstairs. Because I'm guessing Chantal's sister has arrived, or is close to arriving.
Yes, she has just arrived. We'll be about 20 minutes because we've got to get her in and clear some stuff out and grab food. But we'll be back in, about like 20 minutes or so. And we'll.
No problem.
Cool. Cheers. Back in a second.
All right. So, Arwen is upstairs with Hugo, recounting their tale of adventure to Regis and to Matilda. Um, meanwhile, Stix and Klari are downstairs looking through the various books of Barnaby, the previous owner of the house.
Indeed. I'm going to use guidance on myself and then roll an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a plus 1d4. Which. Oh. Okay. Nailed it. 22. Oh, we're rolling investigation.
Nice.
You do have your child event.
Oh,
It's fairly important. But you don't have to use it.
yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna do my new thing.
New child
So it's a
divinity.
child divinity, the knowledge of the ages.
Yes, knowledge of the ages.
Right, I just get to become proficient.
Yeah. Which means you get a plus
Right.
5 to
Let's
this.
just take that.
Oh yeah, you can just take that. Yeah, that was. You just get an 18 naturally.
That is an 18.
Okay.
Right.
So, an 18 and a 22. And you guys are looking for information about devils and demons and fiends and various other things. Like that, aren't you?
Right.
You guys are looking for information on devils, demons, fiends, and the like, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you find out, and you find one of like Barnaby books that seem to be, dedicated to various, the various sort of organizational structure within the Hells. It sort of outlines the names of the various layers and the various archfays who are in charge or have been in charge at the time of the book's writing. It also talks about the sort of shifting and nebulous nature of the Hells themselves and how generally the archfiends stay on top, but there have been times where one of them has sort of been temporarily overthrown, and certainly there is this conflict between the lesser demons and devils and things who are always vying for positions of power. You get a bit of the sort of like the list of the structure of various things. Generally, as things get more powerful, they take on more powerful forms and things like that. You learn the name of a couple of, you know the name of several things that you are looking for, or potentially looking for. For example, there is a creature called a Glebzeru, which is a medium-level demon. And there is also a creature called an Erenice, which is a sort of mid-level general, maybe not general, but like a commander in various sort of like demonic legions. They are they have a reasonable sort of like battle prowess. They generally appear as sort of in sort of like armored feminine forms, whereas a Lepzaru is a more like sort of classic demonic looking thing. They have like reds, they look like a muscular four-armed creature.
Imagining a red Machamp.
I mean, somewhat. Here, let me show you a
It's like a
picture.
big, weird, demonic minotaur type
So
thing. Oh no, yeah, oh no, that's not good. Yeah.
Ooh.
that's the Galebtor. That the
Oh,
other
he's got
one
claws.
is a Garistro, which is a
Yeah.
much more powerful demon.
Not bad for that.
Yeah. And
Wow.
one of the things you also learn is that because of this conflict, it's very easy to persuade, or generally quite easy to persuade, one demon or devil to betray another. So if you could contact one, if you could make a deal or an alliance or something with one fiend, you could quite easily get them to turn on another one. So if you could find a lesser demon or devil, they might be able, or they might be certainly willing to eliminate a higher rival or help you eliminate a higher rival or rivals, plural, if you were hunting multiple of them. So that is a potential option that you learn from this as well.
If only we knew a character who'd recently made a deal with such a creature.
I was thinking about that earlier.
My other character, Piper. Tell you when he made a deal with the devil and hid it from everyone else. And then when he found out, he panicked and threatened them all by putting them in a very bad place. He's a nice guy. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that does seem like quite a good idea if we were to speak to him. I mean, it's been like a day, right? Surely.
Oh yeah, that's just swept under the carpet. It's fine. Everyone's chill.
I mean, no, definitely not chill. But let's be real. That is one demon or fiend that we know of on this plane that we could maybe talk to. And maybe if we, I don't know if Piper has yet got the things he needs to.
It's been like 4 to 6 hours by this point since you guys returned back. It's very unlikely that Piper has had any opportunity to unpetrify Balanoff yet.
Yeah. So if we could somehow message him and find him and speak to Balanoff,
Yeah.
or I'll go to hell and just start hunting around the ship, which honestly sounds so fun.
One of them definitely sounds easy.
Yeah, one of them definitely sounds easier. Going to hell. Have you spoken to Piper? He could be anyone right now. He could be Regis. That's basically.
No, don't say silly things like that. Let's try. Ooh.
Okay. Fine. Gone down.
There is still around. Something for out.
How then move?
The Klari is still mad.
Okay. How do we get in contact with Piper again? That's what
I mean, what's going to happen when we talk to Piper?
we ask, or maybe we offer our help to getting this this demon. It was stone. We could offer our services to make it not stone anymore. Offer to go help and do that sort of stuff. Maybe we can offer to, I don't know, have someone from a temple help us or something. And then, I don't know, figure out some way of getting him to tell us where we can find one of these things, or getting him to turn on a higher one. And I don't know if we can just get a demon to get one of those things for us, or if we're expected to go and get one ourselves.
Is there any conjuring or finding of of
That's a really
things?
good idea. Because sure,
Because
spell.
if I sleep, I can swap out spells, which I'm not going to permanently do, but for this.
Yeah, I don't know if
Conjure minor elemental, conjure woodland beast, summon elemental, conjure elemental.
I doubt it's something you'd know, but would Stix have any knowledge of, for example, the spell Conjure Greater Demon?
Make an Arcana or Religion check.
Klari, do you know anything about spells conjure this spell?
$25.
25. You know there are spells that allow you to, open open gateways and summon through various different creatures. Some of these creatures are not. Some of these spells don't consider these creatures to be real. For example, Arwen's conjure woodland being spells doesn't conjure real beasts. It conjures like a fey representation of them that, when they are defeated, just dissipates. So it can't be used as like creating a food source. With a 25, you'd know that Arwen doesn't have the capability with her natural magic to be able to access these types of spells. You'd also suspect that generally these spells don't give you access to the highest power of like celestial or fiend or anything like that, because they need to be more easily subdued to the will of the magic, and the more powerful the thing you try and summon, the harder that is. So generally they summon something lower level. And it was easier to summon and bid a lower level demon or devil to your will.
Yeah, fair.
Sorry.
For example, off the top of my head, I think summon greater demon only allows you up to like CR5, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you might be right.
Which I have in my book. Let me have a quick look, see if I can find it real quick for you.
I know in Critical Role, he summons like a Barulgura. Whatever the fuck
Yes. Baldur, which is about sort of the best thing I think you can summon with that spell for pure combat capabilities. Where are we looking? Summon, Scarlet, Soul Cage, Strike, Summon Greater Demon. Yeah, so it's up to CR5, and I don't believe that there are any creatures that low level that have True Sight.
Right.
So you have an awareness that these spells do exist, but you also have an awareness of their limitations. But that's not necessary to say that you can't summon, you can't summon a creature and then try and talk to it. With something like this, you don't necessarily have to, fight it or summon it for the purpose of killing it, but you could summon it for the purpose of, trying to make a deal with it.
Question. Is conjure make out of thin air and summon bring here? Or is it the other way around?
Conjure generally makes out thin air, and summon generally, my understanding is, yes, the first way around. Conjure out of thin air, summon, pull from somewhere to where you are.
Because I can summon Fae.
Okay.
You mentioned that Fae. There are some Fae that are
Oh yeah.
have this eye thing.
Yes,
Mhm.
they're again. They need to be of a certain power, and you guys haven't done the research into that just yet. So you'd have to spend a bit more time. You're probably exhausted your researching time for this evening, unless you guys want to start like staying up through the night. And getting pretty tired after your adventures. But that's something you can do. But it'll just take a little bit of time to look into Fae themselves. Summon Fae is in a different book.
It's in Tash.
It's where my Tetris starts. Summon Celestial, summon Construct, summon Elemental, summon Beast. There's no summon Fae spell. Why do you see E there? Summon Fae. Interestingly, the summoning spells from Tasha's use a specific stat block rather
Yeah,
than rather than summoning
specific
a
one.
a specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Annoying.
so that might be one of the sort of conjuring spells instead. They're not always
Yeah, because conjure, Fae, where is it? Is
conjure
6th
Fae.
level,
Yeah.
and you summon a Fae creature, which makes
The wording of
that
that
doesn't make
is
sense.
backwards. Yeah, they should have changed the wording of that to be summon Fae and the other one to be conjure Fae, but hey. So that allows you to summon a Fae of 6th level or lower.
That's it though. It's just like elephants and crap.
Actually,
Oh.
to be fair, isn't your other favorite enemy Faye?
Yeah.
So would Arwen know of any more specific Fae that might have some kind of true seeing ability? Because Stix, part of his channel divinity is he doesn't like Fae. So I've kind of got it in head canon that Stix really doesn't like Fae very much.
Hmm.
So could also go to Feywild.
Oh my god.
Which I'm just gonna put it out there. Seems like a lot better plan than going to hell.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, hell seems like fucking meh, but the Feywild seems a little easier if we went that route. And we, once again, know someone who literally came from the Feywild to help us get to.
Yeah, who currently does hate us, but that's fine.
I don't know. Part of me thinks that maybe he doesn't hate us. He just feels extremely bad for what he did, and therefore wants to run away and do the thing, and then maybe come back and redeem himself somehow. But that's just a feeling that I'm getting.
Just deep down within.
Deep down, when I really think about Piper and the shitbag that he is,
Stix got a very good read on Piper.
Stix did get a very good read on Piper. You really felt like sometimes just him and Piper were one and the same.
I was about to say that. Oh dear.
Yeah. So is that a thing that like Arwen could think?
Again, like base level, Arwen would definitely know that powerful Fae exist, who would potentially have the ability of things that you're looking for. Again, the nature of Fae is that they are more like the people of the material plane. So you have some good, some bad, some indifferent. So from a moral side of things, you guys have to decide what you're doing. Obviously, if you go out and slaughter demons and devils, it's more morally good. If you go and pick on like a random Fae, then you don't know. Otherwise, you'll have to go, either spend some time looking into Archfey and things like that, and the people who serve them, and that sort of thing. Which, if you want to do that, then that's definitely something you can look into and figure out and spend some time looking into. It is entirely up to you guys.
Because obviously, if Arwen is proficient in these creatures, I think it's probably good that we take advantage of that. But at the same time, fiends and stuff are definitely, the morally better standpoint.
Mm.
But I actually, I'm kind of, because also like they, as I say, seem a little bit easier to deal with than trying to navigate deals with, from sort of Stix's standpoint. Ben knows that Faye are tricksy and weird, but from Stix's standpoint, he's kind of thinking, yeah, just a bunch of like weird fairies and shit. They're probably a lot easier to deal with than a bunch of demons and devils and such.
Yeah, and that
That-
sort of stuff is
Yeah,
when
we
you
can navigate.
when you look into the stuff that you'll potentially sort of find out about.
Yeah, so I'd be down for doing a bit of investigative work on that.
Mm.
Would I be somewhat correct in thinking that the elves would probably be more knowledgeable about Fae?
Yeah, you are part elf yourself. You grew up amongst the elves. You know the elves have not like a link, but like more of an affinity with them. Their way of life is more natural, like the Fae are. What little you know about them from sort of stories and things like that. Yeah, so they would be more knowledgeable about this.
So if I might suggest a course of activity, and it is only a suggestion,
Mhm.
we go to Yelion tomorrow morning after a sleepy sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when in Yelion, we take advantage of their college, where they probably have information on some Fae stuff. They did have some stuff on other planes, because that's how we found out a lot of stuff about the ethereal plane. So maybe it stands to reason that they might have some stuff about the Feywild and maybe some of the creatures that live there.
You did your research in the Rhone Zone for the ethereal plane.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought we did it in Yelion. That is my bad, but actually thinking about it, that makes a lot more sense.
But yes, you know there is a college in the area.
Yes,
So
yeah, we did in Yelion. But even still, yeah, that makes sense to me. Unless anyone has any other ideas, or if people just want to go with the fiend thing, and we figure out a way for that.
No, I think that's two birds, one stone, and all that.
Yeah.
We kind of need to go to Yelion anyway.
Yeah, and I think we've found out as much about fiends as we can from our little library here.
Yeah.
We could pour through libraries in Rosenzen. It's fiends. There's as much likely a chance as there's stuff about fiends and things in this library as there is possibly there, to our knowledge. So, that ring that just allows you to know information about stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's. It might work for this actually.
Yeah, you
It's
could just
like-
cast like legend lore and be like,
yeah.
I want to know about creatures with.
It's just usually like the legend there, but the wording of it is.
Yeah, because it's the spell legend lore. So, but I think
I think it
I
has
think
to be
I think
about
you're
something.
right.
I think it has to be about like an object or a person. It
Yeah,
can't just be like, tell me about this species.
right.
Describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to mind a brief summary of the significant. Yeah, I'd have to.
Okay, so if we could go to Yelion and find some information about possibly some Fae that has the ability to see shit, we could, yeah, do it that way.
okay.
Boom. Night,
Nice.
night, going to sleep, waking up, going to Yelion.
Yes. So you all head to sleep for the evening. It is a refreshing experience. While Your rest on the road has been generally comfortable due to Piper being able to provide his magical pavilion for you all to sleep in. Rosen's End has become somewhat of your home. Certainly for those of you who spent the 6 months of downtime mostly here. So it has a homely feeling. It is nice to be home. There is nothing like the feeling of your own bed. Although maybe for you, Stix, there is a little bit of sort of bitter sweetness to it as you enter the room.
Yes,
For the
Stix still
first
ain't
time
sleep.
in a while.
He's still sleeping out in the garden.
Okay, Stix doesn't go upstairs to his room. Memory of the companionship he used to share with Neo.
That sounds like they were gay.
Yeah, that does very much sound like they were gay.
Wasn't my
I mean,
intent.
maybe
Beds
here.
were certainly. I mean, unless they weren't.
I mean, they definitely kept to.
What happened behind closed doors stayed behind closed doors.
But, the memory of
Huh?
the room you shared with your friend, who is no longer with you, still
He's not
lingers.
dead. Yeah.
But either way, you all bed down for the night, and your dreams are your own about your recent experiences, or recent adventures, recent decisions, and conflicts. Apart from you, Arwen.
Oh no. Go on. Lay it on me.
Arwen,
That's me.
you find yourselves soaring through the air. Elemental winds keeping you aloft as you drift to and fro over green fields and mountains. High up in the sky, you travel with a purpose not your own. You are called forth. Something tugs you in this direction. And you find yourself arriving over the top of a great castle with grey stone floating in the sky. Castle you have seen once before. And a figure rises from within this castle. The great, immense, ruby dragon uncurls himself and rises into the air to greet you, looking down upon you once more.
This, whatever his name is.
This is Sadio.
Dirty roll.
And Sadio
Sorry, I was
speaks to
still
you once more as
I see.
greeting Salin. You find yourself called to my hall once more. I've watched your travels with interest, and you have worked well so far. The gift I have granted you, bear it well. And I wanted to thank you. You helped. And you helped the Sapphire Dragon Care. It was not of your realm or your plane. You could have abandoned my gem children. Although I watch them as their many lives go by. And as I told you before, my great mission is to encourage them to unite their echoes so that they might join me. Thanks to you, Karen has taken a step on this path, Though it will be many years before she even realizes she's taken this step, and many more before she takes the next. You may have saved her. And I wanted to thank you. I also wanted to remind you that there is still a dragon out there who calls to me. Somewhere deep in Blackspire.
Amethyst dragon.
Yes. I'm pleased to see you have not forgotten.
Does this dragon need all of its eyes?
But she
I'm
calls
not
out.
gouging.
Was he the like?
Oh. Oh no. Within
You can
Perry.
save this dragon or another. It will show me that you are truly worth the gift I have bestowed upon you.
What have we got? I've forgotten.
About
Nice.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Nice.
continue performing deeds in my name and aiding dragonkind. You can arise as my champion one day.
It's really all the same day, so it's like.
For now, return to the pleasant rooms.
We have
Look after the chromatic sun. Goodbye, Arwen.
Bye. See you
Nice to meet
soon.
you as always.
Just know if you want to join my knitting group, you are allowed. I know you don't care for it, but
And there's just deep rumbling chuckles. Just follows you back.
I make notes of all the important stuff.
But you all awaken in the morning, well rested and recovered.
Look at all these hit points.
Get all those spells. I literally had,
Oh yeah, you ran out.
I had no spells, no channel divinity, no anything left by the time I went to bed. I got nothing left. I don't even know how. I don't even remember doing that many spells.
It's because we didn't rest between like the weird beholder and then the big beholder.
Oh yeah.
You did rest between the two beholders.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. You had several days
No,
of
we
travel
didn't.
and you rested. You burned a load of spell slots because you used steeds to make the journey quicker.
Oh yeah, true. And then we went through that mazy thing.
Then you went through the labyrinth to get there, which also consumes various resources. Fortunately, you didn't have to fight the creature in the labyrinth.
Because you fell down a hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
fell down a hole. That was quite
And he couldn't get out.
yes.
That was the height of the journey.
I nearly used like my stuff to get it back, and then I remember like being like, oh, I could Misty step back up. I could use my cloak to dimension go back up, and then I thought, or I could just fucking climb up. You dumb.
Always magical solution. But you all awake in the morning. There is a delicious smell floating through the house as you wake up. And when you come downstairs and find Chappie is hard at work. There are several pots and pans and things, and delicious smells wafting through the kitchen and into the rest of the house. And you all arrive in the kitchen one by one and you just greet you all. Good morning, Klari. Good morning, Stix. Good morning, Arwen. Good morning, Hugo. I can see Ben's mouth moving, but I can't hear any words he's saying.
I have not moved my mouth in a little while.
It's a delayed thing. I had it earlier where he was eating food and he was speaking, and it was very strange. I was very impressed.
Yeah,
I
that's
must admit.
the ability I have.
He does do that.
just talks with his mouth full.
Sorry.
Terrible manners, Ben. Come on. You're in lovely company.
Chappie has prepared
So
a
rude.
lovely
It's fine.
breakfast for you. You can see he's got a
You're
like, a
welcome.
cookbook is like propped open like behind one of on the side. I had to expand my cooking repertoire. Master Regis did not seem to like my usual fare.
Well,
I mean,
to be fair, he's a vampire.
I was going
Maybe
to say,
don't trust what he wants you to have him cook.
maybe he just eats black pudding.
Black pudding, a really raw steak.
Yeah.
Would you like raw steak, Master Regis? It's just sort of like in the corner, just like, no, I've told you before, Chappie, your cooking is fine. I have no issue with it. Yes. Well, and why did I find one in a class? Regis, what little Regis can flush being a very pale vampire. I have no idea.
Stix gets up and pulls a sword. You put your food in my plants.
Stix, you've had a sleep.
Just like, no, I haven't put anything in the plants.
Robot and a vampire, yeah. They're random like mini novella romance. Just like
Yeah. And, yes, it Chappie like takes the things off, and there is this like sort of reddish, like you can see that there's this like a brownish sort of like broth or soup or something like that with bits of like red and green seasoning speckled throughout. It smells lovely. And so this is a mushroom soup from a dwarf cook. Just like place it all in front of you.
Really a breakfast food, but thanks anyway.
You tentatively try it, and it is very nice, very delicious, like, mushroom flavor. The whatever the mushroom is, is sort of quite dense. It has sort of a like a chickeny like texture to it, but the color of it is sort of like a pale yellow in color. And like the seasoning is very spicy as well.
It poisonous mushrooms.
I mean, you can make a nature check if you want to try and identify it.
Well, I don't think that it's going to be poisoned.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm not very good at nature, which is ironic.
Yeah, Ben and I have had several discussions about how druids have good nature. The good nature is an intelligence skill instead of a wisdom skill.
It's weird.
It is
Very strange.
But yeah, he makes this very delicious breakfast. He just gets a bowl in front of him and just sort of sits there for a minute. He's got like a book on the side of the table he's just reading. And as he's sort of eating, he's like this bowl sort of like just ignore this bowl a little bit. And then Hugo has very much like sort of like been given a bowl as well, and has devoured his very quickly. Sort of midway through, really sort of looks up and is like, Chappies, and sort of like leans over, looks out the window. Those are the vegetables you were growing. I think I can see a squirrel going for them. And Chappie sort of turns around. No, not my vegetables, squirrel. And turns like towards the back door, at which point Regis just like grabs Hugo's bowl off the floor and his bowl off the table and just quickly swaps them around. And Hugo just immediately like
Hugo sits at the table. He is a very sophisticated individual.
Okay. Yeah, Regis just takes the two bowls like and just swaps their places on the table. And Hugo just immediately
He's like in a high chair.
this large, like Great Dane sized creature.
Yes, he's in a high chair. We bought it for him when he was small. We are getting our money's worth.
The high chair will be a part of Splinters at this point then. Julian, like,
He
snakes
likes his pile of
just like snakes his like head like through one of the holes and wears it like a giant necklace at meal times.
There you go.
Although whenever anyone calls his name, he like turns and it like smashes into the table. So it is slowly getting destroyed. But yeah, Regis. Chappie comes back in and is like, I did not see the squirrel. My vegetables are fine.
Vegetables. Like being that.
Regis just sort of leans over to Klari. He's like, you have not believed the number of meals I've had to hide. He won't stop cooking.
He's so cute.
Why don't you just tell him that you don't eat?
I tried telling him not to cook, but he insisted. I said I wasn't hungry, and he made food anyway. I said I'd eat somewhere else, and he got sad.
Looks like my
No,
nan.
I
didn't
don't
know
want to
what
be.
to
I
do.
don't want to be that guy, but it's just waste of food.
Well, I started
Yeah, like-
taking it out
like
and giving it to people.
Like, where is he getting the money for all of this?
No, I'm not paying him for it.
I was gonna say, yeah,
That's what I'm worried he's going to run out at some point as well. Don't know what
Oh,
system Barnaby had. But oh wait, Regis is French, isn't he? I don't know what's that's
For this now.
I don't know what system. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. Yeah.
Let's
So
pretend
anyway.
we can hear French. Very good French, JJ. Carry
Thank
on.
you.
Thank
Yes, but yes,
Amazing. Did you take a class?
yes, I hiding all the food and I just had to start getting rid of it. I started taking it out and giving it to people on the street. I didn't know what else to do.
Oh,
Okay, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna leave him to it because he's gonna run out eventually, and then
well, he's not because he's
Wait,
growing his own
he doesn't
produce.
start cooking other things around the house.
Don't. You just like put a little stool outside, and every time he cooks, make some money.
But if he found out, he would be very upset. I told
Why
him when
don't-
I said I didn't want his food, he got very upset. He didn't speak to me for 2 days.
But he still kept making you food.
Yes, he kept making me food.
Like a
I
really
don't
pissed
know
off.
how he was
dropped it,
created.
right?
Yet. I've been studying Barnaby's notes, seeing if I can replicate it at some point. But my focus has been primarily with Matilda on now. The next steps. Speaking of which, whenever you are heading off, there is another thing. I believe you, Arwen said you were planning on going to Gelion to figure out some more, to do some research. When you do, one of the things you need to look out for is we will need a place to forge the weapon, whatever you decide to make.
We have dwarven friends.
The dwarves, yes, they could be very helpful. This will have to be somewhere powerful. A common smith is not going to be able to assemble this or work with the materials we need to. This will have to be done somewhere exceptional. You will have to keep an eye out for during your research somewhere of rare occurrence. I mean, Matilda knows of a draconic legend, but I should probably let her tell you that one. She knows the story better than I. Until it was just sort of trying to yes, well, yeah, there is a draconic legend, as Some of you may or may not be aware. Do any of you know much about Dragonborn mythology and religion?
No.
No. I can't even
Well,
bother to reply.
Well, unlike a lot of sort of humans or dwarves or anything like that, dragons all pray to so Dragonborn all pray to a singular god. This god goes by the name of Farbek.
Farbek. Far.
Vabek. Varbek.
Vabek. Vabek. Okay.
Yeah, Varbek.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, and it's believed that Varbek, had various had two children. One being Tiamat, who was the spawn of Varbek and subsequent a fiend, and one being Bahamut, who is the spawn of a Celestial. Varbek and a Celestial. At some point, there was a war between draconic kind and other races. This war is described in the poem or the story, The Elegy of the First Word, or The Elegy for the First Word. Sorry, I get one mixed up from time to time. Pieces of this poem are very highly praised. There are only a few sort of complete sets around of this very old piece of scripture. It's not really something I have taken much interest in, but I know it is highly prized if anyone comes across such a thing. But anyway, the legend tells that during this war, a great golden dragon by the name of Solaris forged the weapons and dragons don't really need weapons, but the armor of the dragons during this war. So rumored to be somewhere is the legendary forge of Solaris, this great golden dragon. Where it isn't, if it even existed, is it's like a speculation of scripture, really. I've never really put much stock in it myself. I prefer the tangible, the things I can see, the things I can understand. And if I can see it but I don't understand it, I need to know how it works. That is the legend, and so sometimes legends have a basis in fact, and through the ages, history becomes story, and story becomes legend. So there may be some truth in the legendary fortress Solaris. If you wanted a trip to Bellenmore, then that's something that could be arranged. Certainly, there are people that you could speak to that would be able to tell you more. It's just quite far away, so it's especially ahead. But I suppose the house could make the trip. Regis like, well, if you need to get anywhere quickly, then we can help with that.
Wait. What do you mean you can help that?
I am a wizard. Quite a good one at that, I like to think.
So you can teleport us?
Yes, there was always a small chance, depending on where we're going, that it could go horribly wrong. But I do have some capability in that. So it's French. He's French. Why did I make him French?
To be fair, I forgot he was French, so even if he kept doing an English accent, I wouldn't have known. So you can do an English accent, it's okay.
You know what? His time being dead, hidden away, made him do all sorts of weird and crazy accents, but he's weaning himself off of them.
Yeah, he's been spending time with Chappie and Matilda,
Socializing with us.
Yeah, so one of the other things that the Silver readers tell you you need to find at some point is a legendary forging place. As I always pointed out, you do have some contacts among the dwarves. The dwarves are very well known for their forging and stonecraft. The Dragonborn are also well known for their forge work. Not as renowned as dwarves, but they are quite proficient themselves. You would also know that gnomes are great tinkerers generally. They deal with very precise and fine machinery, whereas things like clockwork, like clocks are not a household item, but they are not the most uncommon thing either. And a lot of that sort of clockwork and mechanical stuff this far out is less common. You would have seen more of it when you were over in Dendaport and things, because gnomes generally live in the mountains the same as the dwarves do. Slightly separate, they live more on the surface, and dwarves prefer to be underground. But in that part of the world, there are gnomes and dwarves who are also proficient crafters in metalwork, the same as the Dragonborn on their island.
We need hides of something that can see true sight and a big forge to create this thing.
Yes, those are the two things that they've told you need so far.
And on Bellamore Island, there's something to do with a big gold dragon.
Well, on Bellamore Island is where the Dragonborn live, and so if you wanted more information about the legend that the Dragonborn have of this forge belonging to this golden dragon called Solaris, Matilda tells you that's more where you'd likely find it, because Bellamore is where the dragons and Dragonborn are most densely located. There are some other places like Burnmire and Slatesworth and stuff like that, on the mainland, and they can be anywhere. Like Matilda herself is from near Goldbow, so they have spread around, but that is where they are densely located in a big group. The same with the orcs being mostly located in the northeast and the east, but they are more spread. The elves are generally in the north. Most races have a sort of hub and people spread out. Yes, Arwen.
So in the where we were when we met the dwarven people, there was a gnome. Yeah, there was a gnome blacksmith that could help Stix with whatever he wanted to do. There's always the dwarves that we could talk about the forge with, but there's also the there's a military dragonborn and some other, like 2 other dragonborn there.
Where? Sorry.
In the same place.
In the Dwarven City.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because there was a large collection of people. Because when you went from Garnamheim in the Dwarven City, you were teleported to Yelion for the council ball, and there was a large number of people, important people there.
Oh.
And so that's probably where.
Where did I meet the dwarven blacksmith then?
That would have been in Garnamheim. You mean the gnome blacksmith that works for the dwarves?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so that would have been in Garnamheim, in the
Oh,
mountains.
okay.
But yes, after that, you guys were teleported to Yelion for the ball, which is probably where you met. Oh, let's see if I can find it real fast.
Pyronix,
Scalebearer Pyronix Dire.
Yeah.
Yes. and her young blue dragon, Celeston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Korea, the blue-haired lady who is dragon in a human form.
Oh yeah, Kura.
Yes. Okay, well that's irrelevant now. Anyway, back
Yes,
to the
but
original plan.
I mean, they are people that you know exist, you know, and they were at this ball, so you know that they are people who hold positions of authority. So if you did want to go there, these are people that you could name drop to try and speak to, rather than just going, "Can we speak to someone important?" Being like, you know, and they know you socialize with them. So if you did go looking for that, these would be people who could get you off on a more positive social start potentially.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Cool.
yeah, so I think we'll wrap things up there for this session, but we'll pick things up. Well, I think where would you guys like to go? Where do you think you're going to go next?
Well, I guess what do we want to do next, and that'll probably sort of
Yeah.
go on to where we go. So I was thinking if we all still like the idea, still head up to Yelion, look at stuff there, find out if there's anything about Fae that have like that sort of sight. And
Yeah,
treat,
you're looking for Fae with
any
true sight.
yeah, Fae with true sight, preferably ones with a bad rep, so that we can go in and gain this gain this true sight without feeling too bad about ourselves. Um, and then from there, I guess we'll figure it out after that. Obviously, if we find good stuff, great. If we don't find good stuff, we'll work with the fiend idea and figure things out there. I have faith in this. Cool. Then from there, I guess once we've done that, we'll start looking into the different things we can do. I don't know if Arwen would have told everyone the next day about her thing with like Black Spire and the Amethyst Dragon down there, but that is a thing we could do. Um, Obviously, there's a war on right now, but also I can't imagine that take too many days out of our whole plans.
It is, you guys are looking for ways to increase your power, and this is a way that Arwen has been prompted.
He did say that that she could help us in the war. So
Yeah, so maybe that's something worth thinking about. Also, then would be
rescue a
looking
dragon, and you get an ally, and things like that. So it's an option open to. I'm hoping to throw several options out in the next sort of few sessions for things for you guys and directions for you guys to go. You don't have to take all of them and each and every one feel like you have to do everyone, but I would try to give you guys some options so you can decide where and when you want to go.
Also, one thing I think Stick definitely would have thought about, because obviously, the day before we were all sort of worrying and thinking about the fact that we have to sort of ride places and we have to sort of get go back to getting a car, things like that. Sticks would definitely bring up the thought of like, are there any magic items that exist anywhere that can allow us to get places faster? Because we're kind of getting to the situation now where like, we have things possibly in the Dwarven place, possibly in Vellamont Island, possibly in Black's, and traveling up north to Yelion and then fucking all the way around this is going to be so much time where so much bad shit's going to be during a war. Maybe we need to think about how we're traveling and if we can think of any better ways to travel. And that might just be something that we sort of go to a magic shop and be like, hey, do you know of anything?
I don't have any
Yeah.
7th level spells.
Yeah. When would you get 7th level spell? Like 20th level or something?
Possibly never.
So no, you'll get 7th and 8th level spells. Just won't get 9th is my understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're 5. Yeah, so you'll get max at level
So
20. You'll get level spells.
what? So you are a 11th level druid, Arwen? 10th level druid?
We're 15, aren't we?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
we're
10 levels in druid. So,
10th level druid, 5th level ranger.
so next level you will get 7th level spell slots. If I'm right in there.
Yeah, but we don't get a 7th level spell
But you won't get a 7th level spell
till
until
13th level.
13th level in druid. So yeah,
So if we could, you know,
guys will need to level up 3 times before Arwen gets 7th level spells.
yeah.
So that's
So definitely
Yeah.
thinking about, obviously not to meta game or whatever, but
Yeah, no, it's fair that you would raise the
like
concern that
teleportation stuff, things like that. Because obviously, yeah, like Regis being like, oh yeah, I can just teleport you guys, and Stix being like, well, can we do that? Is there a thing that we could buy or make that could allow us to? Because that would
It's
be
like,
so useful for a group of people
well,
from the
yeah,
whole world.
and yeah, Regis
Okay.
will go say, well, we can make scrolls to allow you to teleport, but there is a chance that they won't work for you. There's also a chance we can make. Then they also take a while and they're quite expensive. And you can make scrolls for teleportation circles, so you can come back here. Also, your orbs, what do you call them? You have a special name for them.
New orbs.
The children's like, yes, Owen did tell me you had a weird name for them, some sort of like code word for if what was
Yeah,
the word phrase used?
Boogaloo rolls.
Shit hits the fan. That was
Yes.
it. Yes. Well, I know you were sort of quite fond of them, but if I remember rightly, Arwen said you had 3 of them. If you would be willing to leave one with Regis and I, we could work on trying to replicate them so you had more and leave us with maybe some funds as well for the components. We could create more, which means when you went somewhere, you would at least have a fast way of returning here.
That's actually quite a good idea.
But obviously,
And then maybe we'll just have to leave a bunch of money with the cart people. And so whenever we teleport back, we'll just sort of get a new cart elsewhere. I kind of like that.
So, well, if potentially if Regis can take you places and you're going to be there for a little while, you can leave, and then you guys can fast travel your way home again back to Rosenzen, and then wherever you go somewhere else, then you can
yeah.
a bit like attack. Obviously, the world has changed a lot since he was quote unquote alive. So he is effectively starting from. I'm going to say he is effectively starting from scratch for simplicity's sake of where he teleports you. So there is a chance if he teleports you anywhere, it goes wrong.
We die.
No, there is a chance you can take damage. There's a chance you can go off course. The chance you can
Okay,
end up,
that's fine.
Completely. You can end up somewhere that is similar. Let's see. So,
Try and go to Vellenmore Island, but end up in Melonmore Island. There's a big island of melons.
Yeah. So you and your group, or the target object appear in a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. The distance off target is 1d10 times 1d10% of the distance that was to be travelled. So, you know, if you were traveling 1,000 miles and you were, you know, you could be like, you roll a d10, okay, you get a 5, you are 50% of, you are 500 miles times 1d10 off course. So it can go very wrong.
If we have a thing from that specific place, he can get us there.
Yes, so items associated with locations, him being familiar with locations, so if he takes you somewhere once successfully, he's then, you know, he will have seen that location and stuff like that, and it makes it much more likely he will succeed again. And if you find any items, you know, or able to buy any items, something like that, I'll tell you now, the Helm of Teleportation is the only item that I know of that can do that in the same Magic Items guide. That is priced at 64,000 gold in that guide, which is why I'm using for a lot of pricing. So I'm probably not going to price it that high for you to buy, because that just kind of feels like out of the realm of possibility to buy unless I just start throwing gold at you. But
Please do.
Voyager stuff.
that is not in the guide, but I will have I don't think, but I will have a look at that one afterwards as well, and things like that. There are going to be opportunities for loot and stuff like that. So
Is it possible?
Just for you to like be aware of, so that if I just randomly go to like a magic item shop and be like, "Hi, I want
like a staff of like teleportation is probably not going to be in the like a common magic item shop.
But like, you know, maybe they.
But but like, you know, things like you guys when you go places, if you want to, you know, if you speak to people and you have good relationships, if you can get teleportation circles and bring copies of those back, if it's a known circle, you know, like it's basically like if you know the postcode, we just can dial into that postcode exactly and hit it every time without fail.
Yeah.
So, like, you have seen the circle in Garnheim, you don't know it because no one took the time to like study it and write and like draw it out and write it down. Like the same, you probably would have maybe seen a couple in Yelion and stuff, but you don't know them precisely. But you can get that information when you're there to aid you in travel. You know, and for some of this, like, you can probably speak to the council, and they can probably give you a few others so that he can hop. You know, if you provide them to him, he can hop you around with accuracy. Like they will definitely give you one for each capital, so that'll be Winstad, Bellamstad, Garnheim, Hengistforsa, and Themyscira. You can definitely ask the council, and that is something they will definitely provide. Smaller cities are a bit more, you've got to speak to who's in charge, but the council can definitely give you like ones for the capital and stuff like that, like off the bat, the questions asked. But if you do want to travel to Yelion, we can finish the session with you guys rolling to see how it goes.
Like a wolves jumps out. Roll initiative.
Well, I was thinking, did you want to try and teleport, or do you want to travel in your new card?
I don't know. What are you feeling? Chantel's in the bathroom.
When did we get our rings? No, that was in Rosen's.
Yeah, I don't think we really got a whole lot from Yelion. Like,
no, I was just checking if we had anything.
I knew there's a fucking good reason for this. Okay, so Stix, Stix, ages ago when we first went to Yelion and shit hit the fan and went bad. I think like after we died or something like that, he went out into the woods and made a little token made of wood, got a little wolf token, because he was out there in the forest, and then a wolf came to him, and then he helped it and healed it and stuff. and that was outside of Yelion. And he made a little
Yes.
war token out of wood, which would be outside of Yelion, like within a day's.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
now then.
So Stix hands over his little token. Everyone gathers around. After after taking some time to prepare yourself, gather your things, everything that you need, like that for the road. Any rations, those sorts of things. Any like sort of like mundane items that you want to have picked up for your travels. I'm happy to say you should plan out and pick them up in the morning. Just if they're in the player's guide or anything like that, just tick off the prerequisite amount of gold for those between sessions. I'm not bothered by that. Pick all that up. But with this token, yeah, it is an associated item, and so Regis is able to teleport you to the north of Helion with perfect success. And you guys arrive in a strange, sort of like a small clearing in the forest, looking around you. You sort of arrive and say, well, this is I hope where we're meant to be. Put it back.
You're late.
See you back at home.
I will see you later. And with that, we shall call an end to the session then.